up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and I'm going to teach you how to play power chords, and we're going to use mostly Smells Like Teen Spirit, but some other just classic rock riffs to just show you that with one shape, you can play millions of classic rock tunes. So we're going to break that down real quick right now. I do have a bunch of great resources that you should get over at martymusic.com, including my ultimate guitar guide, which has got all these chord diagrams like what I'm going to show you in this video right now, and scales, arpeggios, triads, all this great stuff, the foundation of guitar in a free PDF. Check it out in the link below. Thanks for supporting Marty Music, especially martymusic.com. And let's get into power chords right now. Here we go. All right, this is a beginner style lesson, and I have a full tutorial of Smells Like Teen Spirit. So this isn't, don't think of this as a tutorial. It's basically using one of the most iconic rock songs to just talk about the concept of power chords, which Nirvana and Green Day and Black Sabbath, Zeppelin, I mean, any like hard rock stuff, all the 80s rock stuff, Van Halen, Motley Crue, they're all using variations of this power chord, is what it's called. AC/DC, I mean, it goes on and on. It's just that sound. And so I'm just using Smells Like Teen Spirit as the jump off point. And the reason for it is these are chords that are called power chords, also known as a 5 chord. F5, B flat 5, A flat 5, D flat 5, or C sharp 5. Foo Fighters, so forth and so on. Smells Like Teen Spirit's good because it uses the two most popular, which are the ones that are based on this E string root. But also the power chords that are based on the A string root. And it moves around. Like that, etc., etc. So when you find a note on the E string, so the open E, and then the first fret is an F note. That's the root, so it's an F. If I want to play an F5, also known as an F power chord, it's called an F5 because you're playing the root, and you're playing what's called the perfect fifth, which is an interval. Intervals are distances from one note to another note. And the perfect fifth, which is also the first two notes of Star Wars melody, and a lot of others, Star Wars is very famous. That sound, Top Gun, boom, down, 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 etc. They sound really good together. When you play them together as a chord, it's this very clean, neutral sounding chord, meaning not major, not minor, just a neutral sound, which is great for rock, and it's great for distortion on your guitar. So that's a 2-finger chord. Black Sabbath would play 2-finger versions of this. Variations. But you can do the exact same chord when you find the root along the A string. So if I find the 5th fret on the A string, that's a D note. And I just go the perfect fifth up, which is a whole step up and a string over. So that's a D power chord. Now check this out. If I play a D along the E string, which is the 10th fret, You're going to hear it's the same note. So if I play the D5 here, I can play the D5 right here, and I'm playing the exact same notes, exact same chord, everything's the same. Now you can hear when I played here, it's a little darker sounding, but it's the same notes. What you're hearing is the timbre, meaning I'm playing those same two notes, but they're on thicker strings. They vibrate tonally a little different, but they're the exact same chord. Like that. Okay, but when I play Smells Like Teen Spirit, I'm adding a third note to it, and Nirvana mostly played the 3-note version of the 5 chord or the power chord, but all you're getting is you're just getting that root note again an octave up. So the notes of an F5 are F, C, but F repeats an octave up on the 3rd fret D string. I'm using my pinky. It just makes it a little fuller sounding, but it's still just 2 notes. You just have the octave. F and F, with the 5th sandwiched in between. Now, if you look at my index finger, I am not doing what's called a bar chord, like what I just did there, which is where my index is barring across the whole thing. I'm not doing that. I'm using the tip of my finger to play the root note, and my 3rd finger to play the 5th, and my pinky to play the octave up of the root. But I am letting my index finger lightly rest on the other strings. I'm using the tip of my finger for this note, but it's just lightly touching the other strings to mute it. So even if I take this power chord and I strum the whole thing, you're only going to hear the other notes are muted. Now when I play a power chord with the A string root, this is the same thing, but what's happening here is I'm letting the tip of my index finger, just the tip of it is just touching lightly that E string. So I can strum the whole guitar, and it takes practice, but I can strum the whole guitar, and you're not hearing that, and you're not hearing the, you're just hearing. And I can strum the whole guitar, and you're only hearing the notes you want to hear. And it's mostly because of my index finger muting the other strings. And so if you're a beginner, Smells Like Teen Spirit is a great one to practice, but just realize if it's challenging for you, you're actually practicing a million other rock songs. It's not, and almost every Nirvana song too is just going to be a combination of these chords. Like that. Okay, so, but if you want to really get deep into specifically Smells Like Teen Spirit, you can check out my full tutorial for that. I probably have more than one even, a more updated one, and one that's probably like closer to 17 years old, one that's closer to 8 or 9 years old, and maybe one that's more like a year old. You just have to go through. The newer ones are always going to be more updated than more recent versions. Okay, so a lot of people say it starts with an up strum. I'm not going to show it to you that way. I'm going to go down, up, down. Then I'm going to move over next door to the 1st fret A string and do 2 downs. Move up to the 6th fret and do the exact same move. Then we get the chicky chicky, Don Chicky. Down, up, but now I'm muting everything. So I press down, I get the chord. If I relax but still touch the strings, everything's muted. But what I recommend, you're not going to be able to just nail it perfectly on your first try. So what you have to do is play it where it doesn't sound perfect, so you get the repetitions. Don't just give up because it doesn't sound right. You got to play it where it kind of doesn't sound perfect, and keep playing it. And the mistakes get worked out the more you do it. Your hands and your body and your brain will start to fix that. So that's a great example of the 5 chord or a power chord. Just know that when you learn this song, you're learning almost every Nirvana, Green Day song, Black Sabbath, 80s stuff like Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Van Halen. Metallica is going to use this all the time. They'll use other things as well, but the basis, the like kind of core of all that rock music is this one shape. So go have some fun, experiment, and be patient with yourself. All right, I hope you guys dug that lesson right there. Thank you for your continued support. Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to get that free Ultimate Guitar Guide in the link below, the PDF book with all the diagrams you would ever need for playing guitar. Thanks for supporting martymusic.com, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care of yourself. See you later.